Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin. Behind the camera we got Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're going to be getting into some weekly highlights, new arrivals, some freshly priced stuff. And as always, if you like anything you see, you can DM us on Instagram, you can give the shop a ring, or you can just come on in. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. So let's get into some weekly highlights. What have you been listening to, Dylan?
I guess today specifically, I was listening to a lot of 3 Knee Deep. This record specifically, because that's the only one we have open. It's the latest album off of Triple B, and it's good. This and King 9. So
You've been feeling violent.
Yeah, a lot of anger in the morning and during the day.
And this just helps suppress your rage.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say it. I posted about listening to King 9 today, and Facebook started advertising Shanks to me.
Oh,
Yeah, I swear it was like you can buy Shanks, Jordan 4s.
Yeah, 4s?
It was.
What 4s were they advertising to you?
The winterized, the purple or the bluish one.
Oh, okay. I think you might be the youngest person I know who still goes on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not to disparage it, but
yeah, no, that's fine.
It's always something that's interested me.
Yeah. Anyway, 3 Knee Deep. New album. What do you have?
Shanks are good. This is nothing too deep, but this is a really enjoyable record. We got a handful of newer metal records, I guess, of the extreme variety. This one's on Dark Descent, who, if you've have your ear to the ground in any kind of way, they're putting out a lot of the best newer metal bands. And it's really good. Invincible Force. It's I don't know. I would call it whenever I hear really fast death metal, I always associate it with Deicide. I think that's just probably one of the earlier bands I would listen to that have proper blast beats and whatnot.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that, but with a lot of possessed kind of riffs and some of that earlier death thrash stuff. So really good foot in the 80s death metal, foot in the early 90s death metal, and as I said and kind of repeated and probably beaten to the ground, any newer death metal bands are blasting and aren't in that total mid-paced autopsy bolt thrower kind of mode. Mm-hmm. Thumbs up. So nice to hear a record like that coming out. And so let's get into some new arrivals, shall we? Big restock on some Sonic Youth. Have I ever gone on my Sonic Youth jab?
To me, I think personally, yeah.
All
But
right.
I don't know about online if you want.
Well, let me say this real quick. I think you might be going through your life and saying Sonic Youth. That's for someone else. That's not for me. It's a big, complicated catalog. I understand it. I don't begrudge anyone for being trepidatious to dive into these waters. But as someone who did not grow up with the band in their life, was a later in life adopter, let me tell you, you shouldn't be putting it off. This is great. I mean, this is kind of the one that everyone will tell you to listen to, but they'll tell you to listen to it because it's really good. And what are my ones that really hooked me? This was the first one that really just dug its teeth into me. Evil. Big thumbs up to that one. And Sister is not too far behind it. Huge catalog, lots and lots of records, but I would say just for anyone with ears, you don't have to really. I don't think I like any band that sounds like them. You know that? Most of that 90s alternative rock was really biting off of them, and that's just not a style I really tend to dig. But they just did such a good job. Once they caught their stride, the early stuff is a little rough. You put that shit on, you're just clearing out a party, which is kind of cool. That's a vibe, But for just really the perfect blend of everything, man. Just get yourself some Evil. And we got them back in stock, and they're cheap, and they're nice. Also back in stock, cheap. Man, I haven't sat down with this in a long time. I remember really liking it back in the day, as they say. Christmas season is very clearly upon us, so you're going to be seeing a whole lot of staples, a lot of gift baiting. Which, hey, if you're trying to get some gifts for folks, hey, this is going to be under a lot of Christmas trees this year. All right, and if you get them from me, that's great. This is going to be under a lot of Christmas trees this year. And if you get them from me, that's great. I don't know if Christian Death or Freddie Gibbs are being under the Christmas. See, that's the thing. You come in, you get the Igor for your little brother, And then for yourself, you can pick up the Second Christian Death LP. This is a really enjoyable one. As you can read, you don't need to read the name here. You can obviously read what that says. No, this is good. The band's name is a big pile of sticks with spider webs on it, and it's definitely like artsy, more psychedelic, soundscapey kind of metal, avant-garde leaning, but without being too up its own ass. I really enjoyed it. Haven't really done my research on the band, but thoroughly enjoyed the album. I had a lot of people on Instagram tell me this is good. I haven't sat down with it yet, Terminal Nation, but I think it's on the to listen to list. Another one here, good things about, kind of on the KBD tip. Label mates with Gigi Allen on the Orange Records label. New Spirit Adrift. The Stooges live set that I can't believe I'm not, man, the old me would be so embarrassed that I haven't sat down with that. I used to... Years of my life, living and dying by the Stooges. And now a great live set comes out, and I don't even give it a shot. Oh, speaking of Gigi, a lot of his stuff back in stock. See where they're at here. I listened to some of this, some like death metal demos, early 90s on vinyl for, I believe, the first time. So very cool to see that. What was their name again, just so everyone can check them out? November Grief. That's a great name. Fitting, man. Very fitting. GG for days. Got a handful of copies of these, but don't sleep on them. November Grief. This is the one that I played. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to listen to it when I typed up those tags.
Yeah, it's a lot of those death metal demo reissues can be pretty rough, but that one is it's not too bad. Very listenable, very enjoyable. Okay, and some of the used records that are priced here. Bang bang boom. All right. Hey, we got some Orville Peck here. I can't tell if this is I don't know if this is like a repackaging of his older record or maybe a new EP, but whatever it is, you got Orville Peck. There you go. Do you think the tides are turning on those kind of attitudes?
On schools?
On school, yeah, but on like just regular fucking jobs, you know. Working at a Walmart, working at a Target. Do people are still gonna be snobs about that?
I don't know.
If you know anyone who's working in any kind of service industry, man, just thoughts and prayers. And if you're out there doing it, like, good on you, man. Like, we'll get through this, because I think it's going to be a punishing season
No, I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's end that kind of snobby stuff. You know, big thumbs up to anyone working retail. I'm with you. I'm in there. I'm here.
Yeah,
Oh, we got YouTube comments. Hey, Jose Pena. This is fun. The homie who has chimed in a couple times. Shout out Jose Pena. Thoughts on, because we were talking about Mariah Carey records last week.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of the Mariah Carey stock in, so this is a good friendly reminder for anyone who needs to do some Christmas shopping. Get some Mariah Carey records for someone in your life. Anyways, he asked thoughts on Mariah Carey's take on Bringing on the Heartache, originally by Def Leppard, and Open Arms, originally by Journey. Is it a yay or nay? And you didn't know about these covers.
No, I don't know.
I feel like we both got our rocker cards pulled a little bit.
Pull them out.
We got our cards pulled.
Pull them out. Pull my rocker card out, dude.
Oh, you're not you're I don't know what you're saying.
It's a threat. I dare you.
You got pulled. You were a Mariah Carey fan and a rocker, yet you did not know about her rocker covers.
Yeah.
So I'm calling you out, frankly. I didn't know either, but I do not pretend to be super aware of the Mariah Carey catalog. However, based on this comment, I was prompted to jam these tracks on the way in, and I'll say, just like, for the record, generally not a fan of like ballads and slow jams. I just am still like a pubescent like 12-year-old, and I just want to hear fast music. Like hard rock or something like that when I'm listening to guitar music, so like power ballads in general do not do it for me. Between the two, I'll say the Journey song isn't as good, and Journey isn't as good as Def Leppard. So that one was kind of, so if I had, but the Bringing on the Heartache from Def Leppard, first of all, just got me to listen to the High and Dry version, which is, God, the guitar tone is insane on that.
Yeah.
Deftones, the Def Leppard get their props, right?
Yeah, of course.
In general,
Um,
they're not. We can't call them underrated.
no.
They're so good.
Yeah, they're just good.
They're just good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tone on High and Dry, chef's kiss, insane. Anyways, the Mariah Carey version doesn't have that, but it is still very good. So I would suggest listening to between of her two covers. It's an interesting take. There's a good solo in it, and I have expressed my appreciation for like diva style pop music with good guitar shredding in it. That's always a plus. So I will say for the Def Leppard cover, thumbs up on both. And I will say, even for the Journey cover and the Def Leppard cover, for both of them, it showcases what good songs they are. I think as time goes on, we're looking back at a lot of that 80s hard rock and just kind of collectively recognizing that there was just great songs, beyond like all of the musical prowess and the production and yada yada, just good ass songwriting. And that's what both those groups had, getting a nod from, a diva such as Mariah, and being able to reinterpret those songs showcases just that. So if it's a yay or a nay, that's a question. Big yay all the time. Anyways, we're done here?
Yeah.
Got anything to add?
No. I think
You're comfortable with going? So am I. Later. Yeah.